Hello, this is Intuitive Sherry Lynn with lifewithspirit.net. And today I'm being guided to share with you about self-love. And this is something that's really hard for a lot of us. And we may be in such a habit from conditioning of not being kind and loving to ourselves that we just don't even realize the enormous amount of negative self-talk that's playing in our head all day long. It just seems normal to us. And the truth is that we probably would agree that we'd never speak to a friend like this, the way we speak to ourselves. And it's interesting, isn't it? So what we're talking about here is developing a spiritual practice of loving kindness towards ourselves. You know, the expression, charity begins at home. This is about loving ourselves. And the way to go about shifting the practice of into being kind to ourselves is to start with the wonderful words of the wonderful Louise Hay, who says, affirm, I love and approve of myself. I love and approve of myself. I love and approve of myself. She says you can't say it too much. 200, 300 times a day isn't enough. And what you will find if you say that, and you start also, I'm being guided, I'm hearing to start praising yourself. And it would sound something like this. Sweetheart, I love you. You're doing a wonderful job with your life today. You get the feeling this is how to practice being kind and loving to yourself. In other words, I hope I was clear. You're saying that to yourself. Sweetheart, I love you. You're doing a wonderful job with your life today. And it may seem a little foreign. It may seem a little odd and uncomfortable. And that's the indicator that we need to do it. Because we wanted to get comfortable. We wanted to feel familiar, to be kind and loving to ourselves. And so throughout the day then, on occasion, you may find yourself recognizing that you did something you can praise yourself about. These are acts of self-love. Oh, I love the way you just let that go. I love the way you made that call. I love the way you listened to your intuition when you didn't feel ready to make that call. You see? And so what will happen is that as this becomes a habit of being kind and loving to yourself, and get this, you're going to love this. If we are having a thought that's negative towards ourselves, that's critical, it's harsh, all of a sudden it will seem like a red flag of, oh, now that doesn't sound or feel loving to myself. I've been saying loving things to myself throughout the day, and then I just caught it. That phrase of, well, what you should have made your plans too busy. You got there too late. What were you thinking? You shouldn't have been late. You should have been on time. Those thoughts that we've been having through conditioning all day long now will seem a little foreign and a little out of place because we've been saying kind of loving things to ourselves on purpose. And so that's why the shift can take place. So also what you may find is that when other people are saying unkind things to us, sometimes it's a little subliminal, sometimes it's right there in front, up front, but we will start to feel its essence is not loving and we won't tolerate it anymore. And this is because we're not tolerating our own negative self-talk anymore. You see, it's a journey. You've got to be gentle and kind with yourself as you move into this, but it's about awareness and being kind and loving to yourself. Then will attract people being kind and loving to you. And when they're not, we'll recognize it, and we will say to ourselves, well, that's not being kind and loving to me. I don't deserve that. And it's a really wonderful way to grow into being kind and loving and praising ourselves naturally, organically throughout our days. So that's the tip for the day. And if you would be so kind to subscribe if you'd like to receive more regularly, that would be great. Lots of love and take care. See you soon.